Well, US President Donald Trump can't seem to shake the controversy surrounding his initial reaction to that car-ramming attack at a hate rally in Virginia. It took him 2 days to specifically call out white supremacists and neo-Nazis. And many critics say that condemnation simply came too late. Well, our Jeff Zeleny joins me now from outside Trump Tower in New York. Jeff, we are seeing the fallout from this continue. Backlash from the business community. 3 CEOs from major US companies have now walked away from the president. And clearly, that's upsetting Donald Trump.
Lynda, there's no question. President Trump sees himself as a titan of the business community. It's one of the reasons he has set up all these CEO advisory boards, frequently has CEOs to the White House to talk about business. Well, now 3 of those most prominent CEOs have in fact distanced themselves from the White House. 2 of them did so last evening in the wake of the president trying to clean up his slow reaction from over the weekend from that hate rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. Well, the new CEO of Intel, the CEO of Under Armour, the sporting goods retailer, joining the CEO of Merck, saying they simply do not want to be associated with the president and the White House at this time. He's here at Trump Tower today trying to get over this latest controversy. Only hours after attempting to quell the outrage over his initial response to the deadly violence in Charlottesville, President Trump retweeting a prominent supporter and conspiracy theorist. The president's retweet originated from Jack Posobiec, a prolific social media user the Anti-Defamation League says is a member of the so-called alt-right. The ADL says the movement rejects overt white supremacist views, but embraces misogyny and xenophobia. The ADL has also highlighted Posobiec's frequent anti-Muslim tweets and harassment of former Hillary Clinton aide Huma Abedin. Posobiec was granted access to the White House press briefing in May.
President Seth Rich, can we talk about Seth Rich?
Posobiec has peddled a number of debunked conspiracy theories online, including a baseless story that the Democratic National Committee was behind the death of former staffer Seth Rich. The claim was the subject of a Fox News story that has since been retracted and deleted. And the Pizzagate hoax, which alleges that top Democrats were operating a child sex trafficking ring out of a D.C. pizza shop during last year's campaign. On Monday, the president caved to pressure, condemning white supremacists and other hate groups by name.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans.
CNN has learned that the president insisted on addressing the economy before making these additional remarks, which came 2 days after the death of Heather Heyer in Charlottesville.
President, can you explain why you did not condemn those hate groups by name over the weekend?
They've been condemned. They have been condemned.
Hours later, shortly before leaving the White House, the president took aim at the media for the controversy that has now cost him the support of 3 CEOs on his American Manufacturing Council. The CEO of Intel becoming the 3rd business leader to step down, saying in part, "I resign because I want to make progress," while many in Washington seem to be more concerned with attacking anyone who disagrees with them. The president's do-over also does not appear to have been enough for thousands of protesters who line the streets outside of Trump Tower ahead of Mr. Trump's arrival last night.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA!
Now, police here in New York City are expecting more protesters here outside Trump Tower today. Lynda, I can tell you, pretty heavy security here, big trucks as well ringing the perimeter of Trump Tower. The president, for his part, is scheduled to have a working day here in the middle of his working vacation, talking about infrastructure plans later today, all as they try and move beyond this controversy that still hangs over the president and the White House. Lynda.
And Jeff, it's not just this controversy that the president's dealing with. His chief strategist, Steve Bannon, also under fire, some calling for his dismissal. Are his days working in the White House numbered?
Lynda, that is the central question hanging over the White House and the president. What is he going to do for Steve Bannon, who, of course, was the chairman of his campaign in the final days last fall, and he has been a lightning rod of controversy here. Rupert Murdoch, others have urged the president to dismiss Steve Bannon. He's, was sort of a prominent figure in the alt-right movement here, but the president has been so far reluctant to dismiss him. So we will find out if Steve Bannon is able to hold on here as the chief strategist. Again, one more set of internal staffing drama just 7 months into this administration. Lynda?
Yeah, certainly a lot to deal with for the president. Jeff Zeleny for us, thank you very much. We're going to have much more on this issue just ahead. Also, rescue crews are desperately searching through debris in Sierra Leone after floods and mudslides. We'll get an update on those efforts. Stay with us.